Yo, what's good? Let me just make sure my settings correct. Uh, shit, I actually don't know. 1 second. Okay, cool. You can hear it. So, some things I've done is let me plug my controller in real fast because I actually have something to show off with that. I fixed the main menu. So, or not the main menu, the pause menu, so it works with controller. So if we just real fast, as you can see, I'm using the controller right now. Also, main menu music. I don't know if I had that in the last update, but it's in here now. So obviously, the controller can't actually use the settings menu, so that's something I gotta fix. Load game. There is no game. I added a save game, by the way. So we're just gonna play a little bit so I can show that off. I want to do this full demo so you know that it's not just me doing trickery and that it's a real save game. It took a minute to figure out how to make it work and whatnot. Also, I forget that in editor, Unreal Engine has trouble loading levels. This will take a bit. Here we are. So I'm going to use the controller just to showcase things. So as you can see, this works. I don't know why that's like that. That's interesting. Let's see, is it fixed? No, it's not. That is really weird anyways. Shit. Let me grab my flashlight so I can actually see. All right. We go into the next level. Here we are. This music has been here the entire time. I shortened the time for that to happen. Fuck, it's Y and then X. And there. So we can choose to go on the plane or we can not now. I actually added that in. Boom. And now we're here. And now if I were to, let's say, quit, start it up again, playback, load game. Fuck! Why didn't that work? Give me a second here. I'm back. I figured out the issue. It was really simple. If we go into here, event begin play, load game from slot. If the slot exists, then it sends us here. The only issue is I broke that. So it was looking for the array element with checkpoint that equals 0. And since there is no checkpoint that equals 0, that didn't work. So yeah, problem solved. Now the save game works. Save. If we load in, boom, we're here. And just to prove that it worked, we're going to fly over here. Boom, brings us here anyways. And just to triple check that it fucking works, god damn it. Load game. Wow, it fucking works. What a surprise. I'm sorry, I'm just really annoyed at the fact that that didn't work. But yeah, so, part of the pause menu works with the controller. The main menu, I still need to make the settings work. So that's just going to be adding functionality for the left and right D-pad, and probably you're just going to have to press A. Although, can you even select anything on the main menu when you're in settings? I don't think you can. Yeah, no, you can't. Okay. So pretty much for the main menu, all I have to do is when you press settings, I just need to go like, okay, you're going to start at the top. So we set this to what's selected or hovered over by the controller. And then you have to press A in order to change the settings, and then the left and right D-pad to actually change the slider left and right is probably all I have to do. So it's not a big deal. It should be easy enough to do. And then for the for the story signals, for this level, all I have to do is, at the moment, there is no functionality to this apartment. There is no story that happens. You don't get any phone call. So that's what I'm going to do next, is adding story to it. And then that will be this section done. So hopefully by next week, I should have this done. And then all that would be left is making the um third checkpoint. I'm hoping that I can at least get that started. Um and maybe even finish the third checkpoint, in which case I believe third checkpoint and then the fourth checkpoint would be this one. So I just need to finish up the fourth checkpoint and then the story's done. Because you go over here after the fourth checkpoint. You either go over here or you make a different decision and don't go over here. And then this is the ending. Is walking over to this door and entering your apartment. This is your apartment. And then when you enter the apartment, uh game ends. The ending of the story happens. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just being very vague. But yeah, that should be pretty much all I have to get done. And then after that, it's just going to be beautifying everything, you know, making this not white and bland. This place I actually kind of like already, so I don't think there's much I'm going to change about it. I kind of like the fact that it's just so barren. Also, I like the just pile up of dishes here with the dirty sponge, and then just this really lonely bed. And then the fucking bathroom is just awful. And the reason, so I originally had this wall farther away, so it looked more like, I think, this. The only issue is, god damn it, I need to slow down. Only issue is, as you can see, there's a wall here for the shower. However, it's only a one-sided texture. So to hide that ugly mess, I brought the wall closer. And now this just is a really weird bathroom. It doesn't even have a goddamn sink. It's just a shower and a toilet. Like, it's a terrible bathroom. This is what they be living in New York, am I right? Anyways, yeah. So there's that. I don't even remember what the third checkpoint is in the story, what the third event is in the story before the fourth and final event. But yeah, I also need to add sound effects in here. Right here is one ending you can get early on. Once again, I'm trying not to spoil. Actually, I think I already talked about this one. Yeah, this is the plane crash. So I just need to add sound effects and whatnot. And then also, um, in between this event, when you go, if you choose this, if you choose the exit and go to the apartment, I need to add in a cutscene of the news talking about the plane crash and, you know, no survivors or whatever. And then one more thing that I actually need to add is a phone here. I need to add a phone like right here, with an answering machine, for reasons. Because I realized that, so the phone that I have in the game right now, uh, I wouldn't be able to do the proper ending that needs to be done for it. So I've decided that instead of trying really hard to add text on top of that phone that says, you know, um 5 missed calls from unknown, I'm instead going to have it that when you walk in here, you walk over to the answering machine because it'll be like it'll have a blinking light or something. So you walk over to it, press, the thing about missing calls, and then uh you hear the call that you missed and things happen. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do to go about that. So yeah, we're just going to have a cutscene. I want to add a cutscene between airport and going home. And then I need to add the one event that happens at home, the first event that happens at home. Then I need to add the third event, and then I need to add the fourth event and the ending of the fourth event that happens at the apartment. And then I just need to add all of the other events, the bad events that happen if you choose the wrong choice. Obviously, I already have one of those. I just need to add sound effects and whatnot, and that one will be good. Which also, I just love how fucked my buildings are. Like, this is legitimately what it is. By the way, there's nothing here. There's not even a roof because I was all like, you can't see the roof, so why add one? This is just misaligned as well. Like, this wall is misaligned with that. There's just this peeking out, this peeking out. Honestly, this one's not too bad, except for the fact that there is this and this, just all of that peeking out. And then just the interior of the airplane is just a big ass cube. And then the, this is my favorite one. This is where your apartment is. This is your apartment. Which also, this is a really tiny apartment now that I think about it. It might have been better to set your apartment as like this one, because that would make sense at least. Except for the fact that there's windows. So that's the other thing. Your apartment doesn't have windows, even though the outside has windows. Also, this, now that I think about it, is this building even. Yeah, who cares? We don't need to talk about it. But yeah, the fact that this is the neighborhood that your apartment is in is just really funny to me because it's like, how do you get in and out of here? How do you leave? I mean, I guess you could just go through the back door, but that's just why do you walk in this way? That means you went through your apartment just to get to this courtyard area, just to walk back inside the apartment. It makes no sense. And that's kind of the point, is that while you're playing this, everything makes no sense. For instance, this airport has wooden fucking doors. The airplane has wooden fucking doors. No airplane has wooden doors. Why does the airplane have wooden doors? I don't know. It's weird. That's the point. It's kind of like while you're playing, everything is just so unnatural and weird that you're just constantly uneasy about your surroundings because you're like, what the fuck is going on? This makes no sense. You know, that's kind of what I'm going for at this point, since I can't make good looking environments. I make weird looking environments. I also just love this area right now because it's just so dumb. Like, this isn't your apartment building. This is your apartment building. And it's not even an apartment. It's just one. Also, you know what? I honestly wouldn't mind living here. This would be a nice, I mean, besides the bathroom, but this would be a nice apartment to live in, if you ignore how disgusting everything looks. If you ignore the paint peeling and the absolutely horrid, like, honestly, actually, the front of this looks fine. It's just the top that's like a mess. This is probably rotten. Like, this wood is this that needs to be thrown out. This definitely needs to be thrown out. That's like mold or some shit, you know? Also, why is there a fucking wooden lamp? I like how I'm questioning these things when I'm the one who built this. I put everything here with a purpose. The purpose for this actually is because if I didn't have this here, you wouldn't be able to see the dishes. Originally, I was going to add like a cabinet up top and a light because that's how it normally is where the sink is. There's like a cabinet above it and then there's a light so you can see what you're doing. But I was all like, you know what? I don't feel like finding a cabinet asset to put up there. I'm just going to put this lamp asset from the hub world in here. And that's why this is this way now. Like all of my decisions are just me being bad at building good looking environments and going like if I can't make it look good, what if I just make it look weird? And you know what? I think it works. This bed is disgusting. Also, there's no outlets. I just realized that. There are absolutely zero outlets in this apartment. So maybe this apartment wouldn't be fun to live in. I mean, shit, where are you supposed to put the TV and couch, dog? Okay, anyways, I think that's about it for an update. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.